Good evening, I'm Ben Mankiewicz. Thanks for watching TCM. For every marquee Hollywood star, there are countless actors more hesitant about stepping into the spotlight. They don't pop up in the gossip columns or the lifestyle magazines. They're grinders, character actors, and we all know they regularly make whatever movie or show they're in better. Tonight, a lineup of films from an actress who fits that description, Barbara Bel Geddes. She preferred the stage to the screen, then found her biggest audience late in her career on television, playing Miss Ellie on the primetime soap opera Dallas. But Barbara Bel Geddes did make several pictures from the late 1940s to the early 70s, many of which stand out. The lineup we've put together tonight will demonstrate how versatile an actress she was. We begin with an offbeat, noirish Western, an early effort from director Robert Wise, from RKO in 1948. Blood on the Moon. Film is set against the backdrop of a beef over cattle, specifically who will control valuable grazing land. Robert Mitchum leads the cast here as a lone rider pulled into the dispute by an old pal played by Robert Preston. Given his stunning performances in The Music Man and Victor Victoria, it is a surprise to see Robert Preston here in a Western, but he made a bunch of them early in his career, including Cecil B. DeMille's Union Pacific with Barbara Stanwyck and Joel McCrea. In this one, Preston wants to rope Mitchum into a scheme to rip off a powerful cattleman, but Mitchum is less interested in scheming, more concerned with charming the cattleman's headstrong daughter, Amy. That is Barbara Bel Geddes. Blood on the Moon is more a psychological Western. It's often cited as an example of a noir Western. No doubt a typically moody and ambiguous performance by Mitchum helped slot it into that category. Director Robert Wise creates a shadowy world with claustrophobic sets similar to those used by Orson Welles in Citizen Kane, a film Robert Wise edited. This stands as the third picture Barbara Bel Geddes made for RKO. In 1946, she signed a 7-picture deal with the studio. She'd already established herself on the Broadway stage, winning a New York Drama Critics Award. But she had an itch for the big screen. I'd always been a great movie fan, she said, so I was determined to see what Hollywood was like. Here's this film from 1948, again, directed by Robert Wise, Blood on the Moon. Barbara Bel Geddes' contract with RKO stipulated that she'd make only one picture a year so she could keep performing in live theater. This unusual arrangement didn't last, though. Shortly after Blood on the Moon finished filming, Howard Hughes, who had just purchased RKO, fired Bel Geddes. He thought she lacked sex appeal. That, Bel Geddes later said, made me mad as hell. Bel Geddes picked up a few more movie roles, but in 1951, her name appeared on the Hollywood Blacklist, meaning her film career hit a serious roadblock. She'd never even joined the American Communist Party, but she had been active politically, and she courageously refused to name names and cooperate with the House Un-American Activities Committee. Bel Geddes moved back to New York and quickly reestablished her career on the stage. Soon after getting to New York, she appeared in over 900 performances of The Moon is Blue, directed by Otto Preminger. 1955, director Elia Kazan, who had worked with Bel Geddes both on stage and on the screen, gave the actress her biggest part yet on Broadway, originating the role of the restless Maggie in Tennessee Williams's masterpiece Cat on a Hot Tin Roof. It earned her a Tony nomination. She was not a commodity, a can of peas, Kazan once said of Bel Geddes. She was an actress. There's some irony in that praise coming from Elia Kazan, who so willingly cooperated with the committee, whereas Bel Geddes did not and was blacklisted. Coming up, the film that lured Barbara Bel Geddes back to the big screen with the chance to work with one of the best in the business, Alfred Hitchcock. Vertigo is next on TCM.
Next on TCM, Vertigo, then I Remember Mama, and later, Summer Tree. Barbara Bel Geddes is in session tonight.